Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay. Joining me today is Cortney WRIGHT.
Hello, hello.
We're gonna do some honest trailer reactions today. This one is La La Land.
Oh, no.
Now, just as a preface, Cortney and I were not the biggest fans of La La Land, and this is coming from someone who loves the director's work.
And I love musicals, and I love the director. I was not.
Now, when I say his work,
That's an understatement for me
I
to
just
say
mean
not a fan of La La Land.
his first movies. I loved his first movie, Whiplash. Like, that's my favorite movie, and so that contributed to me being disappointed in La La Land, because I think I don't know. I don't know what I put too much on it, I think, was my problem, and then you just didn't like it for a number of reasons. So let's check this out.
From the filmmaker behind the movie about the jazz guy who likes jazz so much he ends up alone, comes a movie about a jazz guy who likes jazz so much he ends up alone.
Yes.
Man, what did jazz do to Damien Chazelle?
That is the question.
Wow, that's a great
That's what I've been
point.
asking.
Witness one of the most Oscar-nominated films of all time that will have future generations saying, a musical about show business? Well, no wonder the Academy lapped it up. In this tale of passion, love, and ditching all that nonsense when your career takes off, as two ambitious people follow their Hollywood dreams until romance almost gets in the way. Phew! Dodge that bullet. You two almost had to compromise. Journey to a fantasy version of Los Angeles, where the landmarks are never crowded, no one takes their phones out before jumping in the pool, and gridlock is just a chance to free a jazz quartet from human traffickers. Don't start playing. Now's your chance. Run! Meet Sebastian and Mia. She loves acting and wants to be an actress. He loves jazz and wants to be a jazzist.
Jazzer.
Watch as these two hotties pursue their goals with single-minded ambition and complete disregard for anything that isn't them, whether it's their neighbors.
That's right.
Yeah,
Theater
that's
audiences.
pretty true.
Down in front. This business.
I know.
The jobs that pay them to live.
Down in
The
front.
14 people on this email chain she didn't BCC. Or these guys trying to put on a concert.
Brand new every night. It's very, very exciting.
Maybe if you want her to like jazz, you shouldn't talk the whole time they're playing. We're so lucky you look like Ryan Gosling. Settle in for a film that borrows from the great musicals of the past. That proves it's easier to teach a world-class singer how to act than two world-class actors how to sing. As Ryan and Emma's relationship radiates with effortless chemistry, and their dancing radiates with a general lack of effort. Come on, JK, throw a cymbal at their heads. They're rushing, they're dragging, they're doing whatever that is. So sing along for a beautiful-looking film that goes down sweeter than a cake made entirely out of frosting, featuring unforgettable songs like the Los Angeles song.
City of cars, half your time spent here driving. Stuck in your car, yelling tons of awful things.
Guys,
just made
I'm
that
sorry.
sound so much
No,
better.
there's been a huge mistake. Moonlight, you guys are this week's honest trailer. This is not a joke, guys.
Well done.
This is your honest trailer. All we have left is another La La Land song. Are we seriously gonna do this? Uh-oh. Okay.
I think about that night. I got a sandy handy.
I didn't see this movie.
Taught me to swim and to be good. Helped me grow up the way I should. This ain't boyhood. Though I grew up to deal drugs, my childhood friend still gives me hugs. My cultural identity's a complex topic. It's not easy being black or gay, or having all my food on crack. It's a good true story. Emotional complexity. Mahershala Ali. Those are the reasons Moonlight won.
Story.
Yes.
All of these people who would have been thanked had that guy from PricewaterhouseCoopers not been too busy taking selfies to keep track of the envelope. Alex Hibbert, Ashton Sanders, Trevante Rhodes, Jaden Piner, Jarrell Jerome, Andre Holland, Janelle Monáe, Naomi Harris, and Mahershala Ali. Did I say it right? Score!
That's the reason Moonlight won.
Big Trouble in Little Chiron. You know, it's frustrating that these two great movies will always be stuck together. Wait, we're not helping, are we? You must bring us a shrubbery.
Okay, so
That was awesome.
That's the first time he's actually said the actors' names. On his trailers have never said the real actors' names. It's the very first time they've done that.
What do you mean?
They usually go starring, and they make jokes about actors' names, like they said Eric Banana. The only time he's actually said a real name is when he did the Hulk on his trailer, and he goes, "Don't make him angry." Don't make him angry. Mm-hmm. Angry.
Okay.
It's a you don't
play on. I don't know.
It's a play on English. Okay, you're not familiar with English?
I'm not.
It's when they go, "Do you want some fried rice?"
Oh, okay.
Instead of fried rice, so they
Yeah.
said, "Don't make him angry."
Yeah.
Well, that was. Okay,
Sorry about it.
Anyway, she's not Asian. She doesn't know. I think everything he was saying was on point. I just didn't think it was a great movie. I thought there were great elements in La La Land. I haven't watched Moonlight yet, so I can't speak to it. I hear it's great. I had all the bullet points of what makes a best picture. I mean,
well, it's like it was written to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I'm gonna get this.
Well, he was
but going
like-
to the Honest trailer, can I just tell you how excited I was? Number one, that song from La La Land. You know, it's technically a good song when it stays in your mind like forever and ever, and it would haunt me. I love the way that they changed and they played with the lyrics.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And it was also, I think, the Honest trailer took the opportunity, because they couldn't really do an Honest trailer on Moonlight without it coming across, I think, like really poor. You can't really make fun of that, but yet you made fun of everything that happened with the Oscars and how it was, you know, how everything went down. And that scene, the scene when he talked about the people, the players been human trafficking.
Yeah, everything.
Don't play, run.
Everything he was talking about was an interesting thing to think about. Like the guy jumped in the pool without taking his cell phone out.
Yeah,
and it's
all
like,
these things in LA.
Nothing is ever
nothing
crowded.
in La La Land is LA.
Anytime you go to the Griffith Observatory, anytime you go, it is jam packed with people, and so it only looks like that in the movies, and their complete disregard for everybody in their lives around them. Yeah,
and there wasn't one hipster in La La Land.
You know,
there are hipsters everywhere in LA.
I don't know if they've really mentioned it, but one of the things they showed here was the comparison between La La Land and its older counterparts, but they didn't really say that La La Land mimicked it as good as its older counterparts. That was one of the things that stood out to me, was when I was watching La La Land, I'm like, I get what they're doing, but I remember watching these old classics and it was so much more complex and dynamic. Whereas La La Land felt very simple in terms of its staging. And I know why, because they're not really dancers or singers.
They're not dancers or singers, but it's also kind of, at least for La La Land, like when it started, it's set in this place of almost euphoria, this beautiful, bright colored city. It's not until their relationship starts to decline that you kind of start to see aspects of truth embedded within the show, which, as opposed to like the old Hollywood movie musicals, everything about that was joy. And it wasn't that lighthearted beginning of La La Land joy. It was a genuine joy. Like, we're happy to be here singing and dancing.
Right.
And there might have been serious things one serious thing that may have happened. And it came from a place of just joy to share this with you. Whereas this is kind of like had an indie-ish kind of feel to it, where it was trying to be this grandiose entity. That energy overwhelmed the film. Because you kind of got stuck there in this beautiful aspect of bright colors and mediocre dancing.
I love when Honest Trailers take songs from films and redoes the lyrics.
Them. Yeah.
Even though I didn't see Moonlight, I liked what they were able to do with the song over Moonlight. I thought that was brilliant. The lyrics were hilarious.
And Mahershala Ali, I just love him. He's wonderful.
I first learned of him in House of Cards. He was really good in that. Anyways, thanks you guys for hanging out with us. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out Cortney WRIGHT on the social media. Check out other reactions, reviews, short films, and video game related videos. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Cortney WRIGHT.
Peace out.